I think that's a little better. Trying to figure out how to set this up has been really hard. Okay, oh, I think this is gonna work. Okay, come on. Can you turn your phone sideways? Yay! Are you excited? I don't want to do it now. I feel awkward. I feel weird! Say, hi, welcome back to my channel. I just feel weird that you're watching me.
You don't feel weird that 12,000 other people watch you?
No. Can you hear me now?
I can't hear you.
Yay! Okay. So I had to mute him because I felt really uncomfortable with him watching me do the intro. But hi, welcome back to my channel. It's Taylor Nicole, and today we are going to be doing the, it's not really a boyfriend tag, it's like a couple Q&A, I guess, because all of you that are at,
you're saying.
I know, be quiet! Shh!
Can you hear me? Or
yes!
Can I hear you?
Shh.
I can't hear you.
Shh. A lot of you that are at my channel now are new here because you saw the video where I surprised him. He's still in Texas. Everyone's been requesting that we do a video together. So this is the situation that we're dealt with here. We kind of have to do it over FaceTime. So I'm gonna unmute myself in a second so he can hear me, and we got a ton of questions from you guys, so we're gonna answer those.
All I was just doing was just watching your mouth go.
When we first put it out there that we were doing a Q&A, because a lot of people requested it, the first like 10 minutes went by and no one asked us a question, and I was like, this is really awkward, everyone hates us. But then,
that was awkward. Yeah,
but then a bunch of you asked questions and we got like way too many to answer. A lot of them are the same and they kind of repeat. Some of them are way too long to explain, so we're not going to do that. We'll answer what we can until the video gets too long. The first question is, what is your go-to midnight snack?
But I know what yours is.
I don't know what mine is.
Cashew butter.
That's not a midnight snack.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not. I put that in smoothies. Like a midnight snack is like chips. Or Dairy Queen. Like we go to Dairy Queen.
Yeah, I guess. When I'm home, we like to go get ice cream. Or cold stuff.
You didn't say your name for people that don't know you.
What's up, guys? This is Garrett.
Okay, for people that don't know, this is Garrett. He lives in Texas. I'm Taylor. I live in Washington. And we are in love.
I live in Washington.
No, you don't.
He
lives in Texas. What was the story of us changing from friends to boyfriend and girlfriend? That could be potentially really long.
We were friends for a year, and then when I came home from school in the summer, we started talking, and then that's when we got serious.
No. So, basically...
Yeah. Everything I say is wrong, and everything Taylor says is right. So that's basically
That is true. You said we started talking when you came home in the summer. That's not true. We were friends, talked for a year while he was at school, and then he came home the first time...
You better edit this out.
The first time we ever hung out was with a couple of our friends over the summer last year, and then we started dating last year, summer of 2017. Okay, someone said, how'd you guys meet? Technically at our elementary school.
We went to the same elementary school growing up, different high schools. We kind of reconnected in college. Well, she's not in college, but I'm in college.
You just gave so much info for such a simple question. That's not what they asked. They asked how we met. They didn't ask if I dropped out and if I'm stupid. What was our first date? I actually don't know what we consider our first date.
Technically, first date was Red Robin.
The first time we ever hung out alone, we went to dinner at Red Robin. And then when we were actually dating, officially, we went to the movies, which is lame, but...
We went to 47 meters down.
Which is freaking scary. It looks like my arm's around you. If we could go anywhere in the world together right now, where would we go?
Italy.
He wants to go to Italy. I want to go to New Zealand or Australia. Our favorite thing to... Excuse me. I'm talking. Our favorite thing to do together. I think we laugh a lot.
We like watching funny things, like funny YouTube videos, and honestly just...
Anything that's funny, we like it.
Oh, this is awkward. Someone across my apartment is watching me.
That's okay. They just think you're on FaceTime. Well, you are on FaceTime. Who's the better dancer?
Me.
Me.
No.
Yes. How do we keep God at the center of our relationship?
It's pretty hard, like, with long distance, but I think prayer is a big thing.
To be honest, we're not very good at that. I mean, like, I think we pray separately. I don't think we pray together as much as we really should. The main thing is that you just, if it's important to you, you have to have the same beliefs as whoever you're dating. That's just common knowledge. If you don't have the same morals and stuff, it's going to be a lot harder in the long run. So I think because we believe the same things, it's a lot easier to keep that at the center of our relationship.
And it's not like something that we have to like try to like keep our minds wrapped around just because it's who we are and it's how we were raised and it's our identity. So it's not like, I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah, but we do pray for each other. What are some things we do for dates? A weird one that we like to do is we are really into houses. So we like sometimes literally just get in the car and drive around and look at houses and neighborhoods and stuff like that. As far as like, well, we go to movies a lot. We like movies.
I like movies. I just drag you along.
True. What are some movie suggestions when we're together? We like scary movies.
Not
we like
scary.
Thrillers.
Suspenseful thrillers are definitely a good one. Oh my gosh.
What's our favorite thing about each other? You have to be nice to me now. It's hard to think of one.
Out of the whole list, I think you always keep things fun.
Oh my gosh, my computer messes up. My computer has issues and it randomly clicks on other things, so that'll probably happen more than one time. Say it again. Say it again.
You always make things fun.
Oh my gosh!
My favorite thing about you is that you always make things fun.
Maybe I just wanted you to say that 3 times. I am pretty fun, huh?
Yeah.
You're pretty lucky, aren't you?
Yeah.
Aren't you the lucky?
Tune your own horn.
Toot toot. My favorite thing is that he's really weird. Like, I don't think a lot of other people are funny, except myself. But you make me laugh. It's like when you're randomly like super weird and I'm not expecting it, that's like what I think is funny. Oh, what do you think is the most important thing in keeping a good relationship going?
This is a good one.
I think we're not having the same answer.
Definitely communication.
We don't have the same answer. I was gonna say trust. Those are the 2 most important, but I think especially long distance, a lot of people that are subscribed are in long distance relationships, so they were really curious about that. But like, if you don't trust the person you're with, it's for sure not gonna work out. Even if they are a trustworthy person and you have like doubts about it, you're just gonna tear your relationship apart. You either just have to, yeah, like if you can't choose to trust them, then you have no business being in that relationship, I think. Oh my gosh, this pisses me off.
No, I did it again.
I know. You see how annoying it is now? Long distance, communication and trust are the biggest things. Because,
yeah, you have to. But
another thing I would add is not being easily offended, because like when you're long distance, you basically communicate most of the time texting. Except like we FaceTime once a day, or we try to. You text a lot and it's really easy to like read things the wrong way. We've gotten in a lot of really...
That's a good one.
Yes.
That's happened a couple times, like...
More than a couple times. I'll say something and I don't mean it in a bad way at all and he'll take it wrong, or vice versa. He'll say something and I'll get offended, but it's not how he meant it. I think you just have to assume the best, assume that they aren't... I mean, obviously you're dating each other, like we're not trying to make each other mad. When did we realize that we liked each other?
I did probably the first couple weeks I was home, because we hung out a lot the first...
Didn't you like me before you came home?
Well, I was interested, yeah, but I just wanted to see how we would be in person, so... Right,
I think we were both the same way. Like, we were kind of interested talking on the phone, but chemistry is obviously a huge thing, and I don't know, like, I was like, maybe he's really awkward in person, I don't know. So when we hung out, then I was like, okay. But then, yeah, a big thing for me is like how people treat other people. I was already like interested in who he is as a person, but I didn't like actually like him until I saw how he treated other people. For example, like people that are hard to love, and he was really nice to them. How has long distance affected our relationship, someone said? I think it's made it better, if anything.
Yeah, it's definitely made it better. It's like literally thrown us in the deep end and like forced us to like communicate and like get better at communicating.
Yeah, because when you're in person, like it's so much easier when you're annoyed with someone to just like, I don't know, hug it out and get over it, I feel like. But like when you're long distance, you have no choice but to communicate about the problem, so you figure everything out.
Like, I'm not gonna just say it's all sunshine and rainbows.
Yeah.
It sucks. But
it does.
I think it's made us stronger.
Yeah, it sucks. I mean, I don't recommend it, but like, it's not the end of the world. Our first impressions of each other.
I thought you were bossy.
I just said something so nice to you. I said I thought he was hot and you just called me bossy. How long have we been dating?
How long have we been dating?
You don't know the answer, so you're asking me?
No, I know. I don't think you know.
I do know. It's almost 8 months.
When is it 8 months?
What day is today? I don't know today's date. Tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yeah. Tomorrow, well, when they're watching this. Oh, when they're watching this, it's our 8 months.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah. He didn't even know my birthday when we were first dating.
Oh my, she didn't even know when we started dating.
I forgot when we started dating, but he forgot my birthday, which I feel like is worse. Comment below what you think is worse.
Not. Are you serious?
I think it just stopped. There's a chance that my computer, I mean, this thing, my camera wasn't recording for part of the time. So anyway, let's ask that question again. Someone asked, what is something we would like to change/fix about our relationship in the next couple years?
Not have dumb little arguments. I mean, we're fine now, but at the start of long distance,
Yeah, because it doesn't really happen when we're together. I mean, we argue, but we get over it a lot easier. But when you're apart and all you do is communicate all the time, we would argue about really stupid stuff because we would get irritable. Like the first time we were apart for 2 months. And that was when we got really irritable.
Felt like a long time.
Which a lot of people do longer than that, which I feel for you. But luckily the tickets to Texas aren't like too expensive. So now I go once a month. And it's helped a lot with like our communication because we don't get as annoyed, I guess. I want to live in the same state as you. That'd be good. And I don't really have any issues with our relationship. Like we're both just really stubborn people. So maybe like we could both work on being more understanding because we both...
I'm down with that.
Okay, but you have to play a part in it too, so...
I know.
Anyway, we both think that we're right all the time, and the problem is we don't agree on a lot of things, so... Yeah. Do we have a favorite TV show?
Fixer Upper.
Yep, Fixer Upper. Anything house-related, pretty much. How do you make each other feel loved or wanted? Long distance.
I think we try to do... We like tag each other a lot in like a bunch of like funny things and
memes.
Yeah, memes. I mean, like throughout the day, I'll get like 2 or 3 like posts sent in my DMs from Taylor on Instagram, or like a tag in a Facebook post or something like that, or a funny video on Twitter. That's one way to do it.
Yeah, and like we're both pretty busy people. Like he's always in school or baseball, whatever, like all day long pretty much. And luckily our time zone, like a lot of other people that are internationally doing long distance, which is a lot harder, but our time zone isn't that different. So in the morning we usually get to talk, like we text for like an hour, and then he goes to school and I go to work or whatever, and we pretty much don't really talk that much throughout the day, but we text whenever we can. Like if you think about the other person, like text them an update about their day. Also we pretty much talk on every social media, but on Snapchat we'll like update each other about our day. So I'll like send him like 10 snaps telling him like what I'm doing and vice versa, so that you feel like you're together but you're not. And then we try to FaceTime for like at least 5 minutes to an hour every night. We don't do it every night, but we try to. So just talk as much as you can, but like I don't know, we're both busy people and we still manage to feel like we love each other, so it's possible. Texas or Washington, I don't know if they're talking about visiting or living, but Washington is my favorite.
Probably because we've lived in Washington our whole lives.
Yeah, or because I hate the heat, because the heat is from the devil. I like Washington because I don't like being hot and I sweat in Texas, and that's not my favorite. In the future, would you guys want to make a couples channel?
Yeah.
The answer is you'll see. You'll see. I don't know. Maybe no, maybe yes. What's the day in the life of long distance relationship? Who calls who first? Do you have certain times? Do you FaceTime all the time? Any routines? That was a very...
It's not as glamorous as that.
And there's no like regular set schedule. Basically we already answered this, but you just try to communicate when you can, as much as you can. Every morning we text each other a morning text, like good morning, have a good day, I don't know, whatever that stuff, and then kind of tell each other what we're gonna do for the day. And then at night we always say good night. So like that's the one thing that's certain. Do we ever get anxiety about the other person not answering your text? I'm saying no, because if you trust the person, it shouldn't be an issue.
Exactly.
I don't know, if you don't trust the person, then you shouldn't be dating them. Did you just have like a spasm? How do we deal with arguments? We talk about it.
Yeah, basically say what we have to say, and if we both give in a little bit and just kind of compromise on something.
You have to compromise, and you have to realize, like, I mean, we did argue more, it wasn't ever bad. We just had a lot of serious conversations because long distance kind of forces that to happen. If you're dating someone, you have to believe that they want the best for you. Like, you can't assume that they have malintent with anything, if that makes sense.
Not to make fun of her or like make her look stupid.
Yeah, like, you love the person, you're not trying to make them look bad. So if that happens, then they probably didn't do it on purpose. You just like tell them, I guess. How did you respond when I told you I was doing YouTube?
I didn't really respond. It was just like...
I did YouTube before we dated, so he didn't really have... I don't know. He didn't care. It was already something I did.
Yeah, it wasn't a big deal to me.
Who said I love you first?
You did.
And I did it in a really cute way. Least favorite thing about the other person? Careful.
They'll probably say the same thing about how stubborn you are sometimes.
Yeah, I would say the same thing. We're both really stubborn. Like, we have to like agree to disagree half the time. We just both don't agree with each other. We're like, whatever, we'll just get over it. You kind of have to like pick your battles because some things aren't worth arguing about. It doesn't matter. Describe the other person in 3 words.
Spunky, fun, and
Spunky.
Spunky, fun, and I want to say innovative or inspiring.
I'll take 4 words. I would say hardworking. I would say caring. You're a lot nicer than I thought you would be. And funny. I think you're funny. You're not like joke funny. You're just goofy funny. Biggest life goal. Mine is just, I just like helping people. I know that's like cliche and annoying, but, and I mean, in the future, I want to like have a good family, good healthy family.
Good healthy family. I think one for me is just being able to take care of everybody that I love.
I pointed to myself.
I can't see your hand.
I know, but I did this. Describe each other as if you're describing coffee. That'll be a fun one. Wait, let me go. Oh, wait, I don't know, I'm not ready now. Wait, a tall, hot caramel latte. Was that good?
I'll take it.
Okay, your turn. Tall, empty cup of nothing.
Tall, light roast with some vanilla,
cinnamon, because I'm a little spicy.
Cinnamon, sugar. Yeah, you'd be a blonde roast, but you're brunette.
So it would be a shot affogato. A blonde roast with a shot affogato, which means on top because I have dark hair on top.
Hey, you can't.
I'm trying to help you because you don't know the terminology. Did we know each other in high school and what did we think of each other? So we knew each other since elementary school and I literally always thought he was the most attractive person, but he never talked to me. So I was like, whatever, like I'm not gonna start it. I ended up dating one of his friends, still thought he was the hottest, but I am faithful, so I never did anything. Then when I was single again, then we started talking and the rest is history.
I always had a crush on you because we went to the same elementary school. I mean, I didn't really see you as much when we went to different schools, but I definitely saw you around and was like, dang, she's hot. I don't know, I always had like a little crush on you.
I always told him if he talked to me in high school, we would have dated.
Never talked to me either. So.
The girl's not supposed to start it. Of course I didn't talk to you.
Two-way street.
No. What are you in college for? Someone asked.
Business finance.
Someone said, do you guys see yourself long term?
Yes.
No, I just want to date for like 8 months and then tomorrow I'll break up with you.
Yeah, I'm just dating her because she has a YouTube channel.
It's fun to like waste money on like on a boyfriend and like just for fun, you know? I don't know why people date with no intentions of staying together. Like that actually doesn't make sense to me.
This whole thing.
Yes, like why are you literally like spend money to date someone? I wouldn't fly down to Texas to see him if I didn't like him that much. The last one, we could just give a tip on long distance. What's your biggest tip?
Developing like a routine just with like you and your partner. Kind of getting like a routine with like talking with each other every day and then the days go by fast. And just prepare for long distance because it sucks and it's not fun. So if you go into it thinking like it's going to be all fine and sunshine and rainbows, it's not. So just prepare for it because it sucks.
You like, I mean, it's not like long distance itself sucks. It sucks because like when you want, like if you have a bad day, you just want to like hang out together and you can't do that. I don't think it's super healthy for your relationship to be the only thing in your life that's important to you. Like obviously he's important to me, but we're both really busy outside of our relationships. Not in like an unhealthy way that you're too busy, but we are both really busy people. We have a lot of stuff to work on, so the days go by really fast. We still talk every day, but like I'm either working or working on the business or working on YouTube. He's like always doing school or homework or baseball or something. The days just like go by faster and it's not like you're just like sitting in your room being sad. We're rarely really sad. There's like a few days every once in a while where we're sad.
Just stay busy.
Okay, I think that's it. Okay, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed and we answered your question. I think we answered pretty much all of them. A lot of people requested that he would be in another video and we obviously can't do that because I'm not with him. But this is the closest that we could get. Like and subscribe if you want to, I guess. And I'm gonna put his Instagram right here and then I'll put my Instagram right here so you can follow us if you want to see what we're doing on a daily basis. Anyway, long distance sucks, but it's not the worst thing in the world. It's possible. And we'll see you, well, I'll see you in the next video because he's not gonna be here. Say bye!
Bye.
Oh jeez, that was like